What's up, people? Jaydubalicious here. I'm bringing you an unboxing video. I got my new controller from Scuf Gaming in the mail today, and I'm pretty pumped about it. I'm ready to play, but I don't know if I'll be able to because my grandma's coming in. But you hear my son, he's upset. He's upset because he doesn't get to play tonight. So I'll get this open here. They tape like you, Amanda. Oh, snap. Scuf Gaming.
Can you say, oh, snap?
You say, oh, snap, Coop.
Oh, snap.
Oh! Ha! I love my son. Instructions. Yeah. Ooh, they even give me batteries. Oh, my goodness.
Let's get it up close.
Alright, look. There she is. What's up, everybody? J-Dub here. I hope you like my little intro there, my little unboxing. I did have a little sort of like pre-review, but my son was crying, as you could tell, and I couldn't really get to it properly. So I thought I would actually just use a little bit of that and then get used to the controller before I did an actual review. I've had the controller for a few months now. Ooh, get some. Double kill. But yeah, I wanted to get kind of used to the controller and get a decent idea of what it does and how it benefits my game before I actually did a review and kind of recommended it or did not to anybody who's watching this video. So anyway, real quick about the gameplay. This is actually a gameplay that has been on my channel before. I took it down. It was in standard definition before it was like right after I got the controller. It was in standard definition. And so I thought, it's a really good gameplay. I wanted to, give it the credit that it deserved. It really didn't get a lot of views, and so I was like, let's put this on this review and see if maybe I can get some traction with it. So this is, if you've seen it before, then you know how absolutely beastly it is. So anyway, let's get right into this controller review and talk about exactly what I feel is beneficial about this controller. We'll talk about the main things that makes a Scuf controller. The first thing is the paddles on the bottom. There are some paddles on the bottom of the controller that are pre-programmable. That actually makes them MLG legal because they are pre-programmable. If they weren't, like if you could program them, that would make it illegal to use in competition. Now, not that that is like a huge deal for me because I don't compete. I would like to eventually, but if I were to ever compete, I could use this controller. So mine are programmed to use A and B. B is on the right and A is on the left, and so that gives me the ability to panic knife still, as you saw earlier, which is really nice. The A jump, I've still not gotten used to that. I've gotten pretty used to the knifing function of it. That was relatively easy, but I did kind of have to get used to that whole thing. I held it a little awkwardly when I first started, and so I got it took a little bit to get used to. So the second thing I wanted to talk about are the hair triggers and the trigger stops. Basically, just the trigger functionality in the Scuf controller. The Scufs have this ability to actually you can use a little Allen wrench and actually tighten down your controller and basically allow it gives it the range of motion. It takes the range of motion down from the full trigger depression to a half of one or whatever. So it doesn't really make much of a difference, but it's a split seconds, and if you play Call of Duty, you know that seconds can mean a lot in this game, even split seconds even. For me personally, I haven't noticed it that much. It helps a little bit, but lag compensation has really just destroyed everything. Everything there is holy about this game, to be completely honest, and a lot of times I don't really catch the breaks like I should. I mean, I'm basically, my controller is supposed to give me a competitive advantage on what I see, and it does, but lag compensation actually makes me see things before they actually happen in the game, because it is making me lag because I have a good internet connection, so that's always fun. But anyway, I get shot around in corners and all that happy horseshit. So anyway, so the third thing that I wanted to talk about on the controller. The thing that I actually thought that wouldn't matter at all, really, to be completely honest. When I first got it, I was like, it's no big deal. But it has actually mattered the most, is the slip-resistant paint on the bottom. There's like this military-grade paint that they advertise. I'm not exactly sure what it's called, but they advertise that it's slip-resistant. And let me tell you, this stuff is amazing. Like, long gaming sessions, I have sweaty hands. Like, I get really sweaty hands. I'm just a hot-natured person, so my hands get really, really wet and sweaty. Now, previous controllers, I would always find myself like having to wipe down or trying to keep my hands cool by shaking them around. This thing keeps your hands completely dry and completely free of any moisture or anything like that. I mean, it's really, really something. And for that alone, I think it's almost worth it. These things are quite a pretty penny. I think mine cost me about $150, and it didn't even have all the bells and whistles. But I thought it was pretty good. So my recommendation is that if you've got the money to spend and you're serious about your gaming, I would definitely buy a Scuf gaming controller. It is definitely worth the money. And yeah, it's helped my game out tremendously. There's the gameplay. It's 40-1, and I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.